Hey, Bookie with you, and it's a real pleasure to introduce to you this month's Indie Online Band of the Month winner. They're in My Coma. I'm speaking to Jasper James of the band. How you doing, Jasper?
Not too bad, Bookie. How's it going?
Great, congratulations. It's part of this whole thing, doing this Indie Online Band of the Month, is discovering new music and then speaking the language of it, because we share it with so many people, and it's a win-win for everybody, and it's a real pleasure to put your music out there.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, indie music's getting even more popular now, so you guys are just moving with the times.
Okay, let's find out a little bit about the band. Tell us about it.
Well, we're like a lot of bands that start in Toronto. We've just been working our butts off trying to get our name out there as much as possible. You know, we have to make the giant embrace of social media and make sure that we're out there in as many different avenues as possible. So we're all over the Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Anything ending in My Coma, we probably have that site.
Now, one of the interesting things I find about you is you're a three-piece, but the sound of your music. I love three-piece bands, by the way, but what I liked, really caught my attention, was your emphasis on the big-sounding drums and bass. Sometimes I can get lost in a three-piece, but you sound like you put a lot of care into making sure that your sound was really, really encompassing.
Yeah, that was one of the most fun parts of the entire process. A lot of people find the studio daunting, and musicians get a little nervous when they're going in because everybody goes through everything with a fine-tooth comb, but that was one of the things that we did in the studio, was just emphasize all of the sounds and just really experiment. And, we didn't hold ourselves back. We didn't put any boundaries on what we were doing. And, Mike likes to play loudly, so we didn't hold him back with the drums either.
Yeah, you remind me of Joy Formidable with the three-piece band, just making a big sound, so.
Hey, yeah, he'd take that as a huge compliment.
And speaking of across the pond, you've got a little bit of a history there. Now, my connection with with England is Coronation Street, but I think you've got a little deeper one.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, although Coronation Street, my mom watched that growing up, so I have that connection as well. But yeah, I was born there, and up until about puberty, I had the accent and everything. But, I grew up listening to Depeche Mode and Oasis, and so to this day, Don't Look Back in Anger, one of my favorite songs of all time. I know our music doesn't necessarily sound like Oasis, but that's the music I was brought up on.
Nice, and you'll have to cover that live someday when I'm there, okay?
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I'll pull out the acoustic for you.
Magnets and Miracles is the name of the album. You have a show tomorrow night. Tell us about it.
It's not tomorrow night. It's on Saturday. We're playing Saturday in Kitchener, and that's for the Koi Music Festival. And I don't know, have you ever seen White Cowbell, Oklahoma play?
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we're playing with them, so it's going to be a blast.
Okay, don't get sucked into having to put money towards the cleaning deposit. That's their problem.
Yeah, that's their... Hey, we'll watch their set, and we'll make sure we're out of there 2 minutes before they get off stage.
And what are the details, set times, and where it's at? Yeah.
If you're there by 8 o'clock, you'll be able to catch us play. We're playing at I think it's called the Orpheum. I'm not quite sure. It's a different venue. We haven't played there before. But it's a giant festival. There are shows happening everywhere. If you wanted to catch some bigger bands at the outdoor festival, you'd be able to do that as well.
You're called In My Coma. You're our Indie Online Band of the Month for September. Congratulations, and we'll see you at a new music night down the road.
Sounds good. Rock on, Bookie.